You ever just black out and green log an agility course? Yeah, I mean, that'd be dumb. So anyways, here I am at the Colossal Worm agility course, and I've got so many termites. My backpack is just full of them. And I can send these freaky little fellas to the care of this anteater here. I'm sure they'll be fine. He eats ants, not termites. In return, I'll get a nice little treat in the form of a fresh new fit. But there's one downside to it. My blue graceful set, so clean, and some could even say dope as fuck looking, has to be sacrificed in the process. I did so much agility for this set. I'm getting emotional. So many great memories. All the other things we did, the times we had. It's a cool world, man. Shit's not right. This is Ayrdew, my everything locked regular man, my one and only ever old school RuneScape account. Despite all my playtime, I'm still stuck in the mid game, and this is my journey towards the top of the RuneScape food chain. Welcome to regular man. But you know what? This fit is fire, though. I actually love this Varlamorean set. This is so sick. And look at this. The green log, baby. You love to see it. Honestly, not a bad agility course. As far as agility courses go, that one was extremely tolerable. Good job, RegularMan. As far as Varlamore Part 2 goes, I haven't touched anything besides, obviously, the agility course. I do want to go and get a couple more collection log slots at some point, but there's a couple quests that need doing. I myself am somewhat of a quest fan, though I am ashamed to say I did brain dead quest helper spacebar through a lot of them, but not this time. I'm raw dogging these ones, reading all the dialogue, everything. Starting off, we got Death on the Isle. So my boy Patsy here is really trying to get into this elite party in this giant palace, but guess who didn't get an invite? So with the help of this shady lady who was looking at people's windows on the way here, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but the three of us are gonna get into this mansion and definitely not rob these guys, right? Anyways, good thing she was looking through people's windows because she found a disguise for us to get in with. This wandering guard won't notice me sneaking in here real quick. I've gotta pretend to be this guy's butler, bro. Whack as hell. Pretty bumping party though. We do the round, say hello to the guests. We've got a couple characters. Constantinius, the gracious host of the party, who immediately clocks Patsy's bullshit. Lucky for him, the host is pretty chillin' with his bum ass hanging around. Yo, RegularMan, fix your boats. Turns out Constantinius is quite the connoisseur of the arts and is looking for a new actor to sponsor. And oh, how convenient. Patsy here just happens to be an actor himself. Next we've got Pavo, a woman who may have pre-gamed this party a little too hard for what the vibes are. We got Zokolta, the owner of a shipping company who immediately calls me on my bullshit. And finally Koziak, just like a retired old guy, he's just chilling. After meeting all the guests, Patsy decides he's a little thirsty. And starts thinking about how lucky he is to have a butler with him. I'm only going down here because I want to, not because he told me to. And right when I start pouring out the wine, some asshole decides to start smashing glass down here, and I end up spilling wine all over my brand new stolen clothes, bro. Who's shattering glass? Oh shit. He wasn't there the whole time, right? Surely not. Yeah, bro is dead as fuck. And these guards seem to think I did it for some reason. I mean, I was the only one at the crime scene covered in red mystery stains, and I'm not even a real employee here. Like, are these guys stupid? Why do they think it was me? Luckily, as soon as these two goons caught a whiff of my ego, they let me on the case. Now the real detective work begins. I've seen it all before. The tension in the air, palpable, as the news spreads from person to person. They always play coy at first, but their pockets tell a different story. Pavo's carrying a suspiciously empty flask, and after a brief examination of our late friend Lidvis, it seems he died of a deadly poison. Koziak's been sending our late friend threatening letters about a debt. Maybe Koziak ended up cashing in one way or another. Our friend Adala seems a little too familiar with the details of the scene of the murder. Mayhaps she spent some quality time in the dank cellar earlier. And who could forget Patsy, the aspiring actor who just happened to be around when a new slot opened up at his dream job. Very convenient, some may say. That's it. I've seen enough. Let's round these perps up and we'll conduct some business. So, funny story, it wasn't any of them. I go around interrogating them one by one, and they all give their rather compelling defenses. Pavel claims she wouldn't poison her drinking buddy, and it's true, she has no motive. Koziak wouldn't kill Lidvis over an outstanding debt because then he has no shot of ever getting his money. Patsy was already being considered for a sponsorship deal, so why risk it all by killing someone? So that just leaves Adala. She claims she was never in the wine cellar, just backstage chatting with some actors. But when I present the blank wine labels I found in her pockets, she claims it's bad manners not to pick up any litter you see on the ground, which, fair, but still not much of a defense. Adala seems the most suspicious of the bunch, so I flat out accuse her of doing it. She fesses up, comes clean saying that she was only here to rob this guy blind. What the heck? That's like the one thing we said we weren't gonna do. However, as much of a thief she may be, she claims she is innocent of the murder. Oh, this bitch. Why is she throwing hands with me? You're not gonna win this fight. After beating the daylight out of Adala, Constantinian shows us just how much he likes the saying, "The show must go on," as he insists that the play scheduled for tonight will commence, and right now actually. Since the lead actor was brutally murdered, it seems like his understudy will be stepping up for the now open role. Seems like a likely suspect to me, so I think it's time to investigate the backstage actor zone that Adala was hanging around in. And let me keep it a GP50 with you. This understudy, Natalie, may as well have left a note on the table with her handwritten confession to the murder. I mean, we got a barrel full of poison, her costume is chock full of wine, or blood, stains, and there's a secret passage connecting this room directly to where the body was found. I'm so sure it was her that I'd take this interrogation to the stage. I had to lay the theatrics on a little heavy, but we got a confession in the end. And you know what? That's the quest complete. Before I dip out of here though, I go to that expensive wine just to make sure it's still there and definitely not steal it. And it seems like a certain someone got to it before me. This isn't over $1. Next up, ethically acquired antiquities. And we're starting in the Civila Fortis Museum, where a priceless artifact has been stolen right out from under their noses. There's some crazy stuff in this place. Best in slot range capes, a Sunfire rune altar, real powerful stuff. You don't want that in the wrong hands. And stolen right after they open their borders to all of Gilnor? This is not a good look, I'm not gonna lie. Talking to some of the locals give us our first lead and clue. The Quetzal guy says some suspicious looking fellow carrying a case was looking for some passage, but he turned him down on the account of weird vibes. Better take notes to figure out who this guy we're looking for is. The Quetzal guy says the suspect made his way up to the dock, and the crew members there aren't too willing to cough up their client's secrets without me helping them first.
That's not a small favor. No.
We get their dumb sail fixed up, and for a small fee they can take me to the same place their suspect went. Scummy ass business, bro. What kind of establishment are y'all running here? The first guy I see at Port Sarim gives us another descriptor of the perp. The fella's got gray hair, huh? He also tells us the suspect went up to the rune shop, and if anyone can help us, it's the OG Betty in the Port Sarim rune shop, and you know what, she clutches up, giving us the order of runes the guy was looking for, and another physical description. Apparently he's wearing a monocle, and I think that might be enough information to get an accurate drawing of him. Let's see, we just gotta hit one of these, and then okay. We gotta keep our eyes peeled for someone looking like this. And as for the runes the guy was looking for, instead of having a normal order, he had some whack-ass literature. Law, air, fire, went to Varrock. There's only one man in Varrock that fits this description. I've caught you now, villain. Rune crafting wasn't evil enough for you, you had to stoop so low as to steal artifacts too? Your tyranny ends here. Quest complete. I said, quest complete. What do you mean? That isn't our guy. He looks just like the drawing. Fine, I'll keep looking. Next thing you know, I'm stumbling upon that guy's doppelganger at the museum of all places. You know, that does actually make sense now that I think about it. And it turns out the stolen artifact ended up here. I settled this the only way I know how. By bullying and gaslighting this guy until he does what I want. I thought archaeology was cool. I didn't realize it was just thieving.
Oh, but archaeology is cool. This was just an exceptional circumstance.
What if I came into your house and stole your stuff?
Then you'd be a thief. This is nothing like that.
Address, 35 West Varrock Square. Bank pin, 328.
Wait.
I didn't steal anything. These are ethically acquired antiquities.
So according to this goon, some other thief was in the middle of stealing our missing artifact, so the curator here comboed out this would-be thief, and rather than returning the said artifact to any of the staff of the museum that he's currently standing in, he thinks to himself he should bring it back to the other side of the world in Varrock. I don't think this guy gets that just stopping the first guy doesn't absolve him of a crime. I mean, he's just as, if not more guilty. Like, what? Even after all this effort, the Varrock curator has one final demand. He says the only way he'll return this precious, very important artifact is if you like the video and subscribe. So, you know. And that is another quest complete. Next quest, meet and greet. Our new friend Emilio here is infatuated with the hit Gillianorian food kebabs and wants to make his big breakthrough bringing them to Varlamore. Of course, he is completely incapable of doing that without our help, so here we are. Emilio seems to be missing spices from the market 30 seconds from his house, as well as buffalo meat, and I've just volunteered to be his errand boy, so time to go grocery shopping. Already things are going awry, as the spices are locked in some annoying ass lockbox, and of course the code just mysteriously gone missing. I definitely figured out the correct way with relative ease and definitely didn't brute force it. In regards to the buffalo meat, some punk ass dire wolf is being too dire too close to the buffalo, so I gotta take the old dog out back. With all the ingredients in hand, I need to consult the town drunkards, I mean the kebab connoisseurs, to make sure that the kebab ratios are down pat. I get it right first try, that's the 94 cooking difference right there. I mean, I never seen anything like it. Wait, if I'm even making the recipe, is Emilio doing literally anything, bro? This is my kebab shop, what are we doing here? The kebabs are a big hit, so now it's time to start advertising. And we're better than the Coliseum. I'm thinking maybe we fill it up with some hot babes and there's some free drinks going, and oh, you want me to fight a giant deadly cow? I said hot babes, not your mom. Ayo, and I did not get my way. It's supposed to be a rigged fight with me winning swiftly and handily. Not that that wouldn't happen anyway, but the Minotaur here thinks that the kebab is Minotaur meat and he starts crashing out. Now I'm in a deathmatch with no food, and I'm risking my new graceful outfit I just got. Still though, a chump like him is no match for my hulking and glistening muscles, so we clean him up without breaking a sweat. With all the advertisement over, all that's left to do is report back to Emilio and wrap up another quest just like that. I figure I just worked so damn hard to get this guy's shop up and running. I may as well try out one of the kebabs, you know, see if it's really worth all the hype and all that effort I just did. What was in that shit, bro? Ugh. That was horrible. Yo, actually, what the fuck? I'm being deadass right now. Rewind. What was in that, bro? Oh, a bronze saber. Okay, we clogging silly. We really get that collection number up. Yeah. Plug it up. I said celebrate for the clan chat and they congrats enough. Yeah. This shit is tough. I think I'm the big shit the way I clog it up. I started fishing. I got a bird. I feed them worms. That's how we fishing. We real efficient. I'm like, catch this fish, catch this fish, catch this fish, catch this fish. Damn, this fishing shit is kind of fucking up my wrist. I got a golden tinge. That's a 1 in 20k. Sold it for some lame ass pearls, lame ass drop rate, man. What is this shit, bro? So dumb. Fuck the pearls. Spent them and bought these shiny fucking rods. I'm so pissed about the drop rate. No, for real, like, come on, mods. Shit, what's next? A page from his chest, a page from his skeleton. 26 fucking pages on a skeleton? Bro's a librarian. This collection log shit is so crazy, bro. I mean, what is this shit? It's just junk. That's just a crab. I'ma still get it though. You know why? Well, turn me up a little bit. Okay, we clogging silly. We really get that collection number up. Yeah. Plug it up. I said celebrate for the clan chat and making congrats enough. Yeah. This shit is tough. I think I'm the big shit the way I clog it up. I'm on the ore, don't know what for. Yeah. Let me drop it in my bank and never on the floor. I'ma mine some more. What's this? An unidentified mineral, man. This mining shit got my brain power at minimum, fam. 3 levels later, mining gloves is the pinnacle. Damn, shh. What's that commotion? Do you hear that? It's a fucking explosion in the whales of a green bitch. I just blew out the ocean. I said yellow, then max it or raw like no lotion. I kill a lot. Yeah. Don't stop till they drippity drop. The man eating mochas flippity flop, floppity flippers that I'ma be rocking up with my shoe slot, bitch. Okay, that was different. anyways, we still got a quest to do, and this isn't some stink-ass baby quest. This is the real deal, so it's time to lock in. Final quest of Varlamore Part 2, the Heart of Darkness. A quick refresher on the important stuff so far. Prince Itzla, heir to the Varlamorean throne. He's been in deep alongside me trying to uncover a plot against the life of his father. Overall, certified chiller. The Twilight Emissaries, a religious fanatical cult hell-bent on bringing around the fiery death of every living being on the planet and creating a new one by resurrecting their elder gods, certified not chillers. Prince Itzla supposedly has a plan to hunt down the people who tried to murder his father, so we're here to hear him out. And he rips the band-aid right off. We're going in deep. I hope you're feeling particularly culty today because we're joining up. But before we can even get more than the concept of a plan, the queen pulls up and Prince Itzla doesn't seem too hyped to talk to his mom. And for good reason, honestly. She's pissed and she starts demanding answers. She's making Prince Itzla step up to the plate and tell her what he's gonna do about the plot going on behind them. But when Itzla lets the infiltration plan slip, she doesn't like that one bit either. He says that he has to do it himself to make sure the job gets done. But she sees it as a grave glory and would rather him use the knights at his command to do the dirty work. He's saying some,
I can't trust him due to the alarming rise of betrayals and subterfuge as of late.
And she's saying some, you gotta find your true allies, find who you can really trust and make them do it. I think that might be me.
And if there's no one I can trust,
then you have failed as a leader. Since Itzla's gonna get put in timeout if he goes on this mission with me, he instead sends me to meet a super secret contact in a super secret location. Said super secret location is just some inn in the middle of nowhere, and said super secret contact is Prince Itzla himself. Bro's sticking to his guns, and you know, I respect that. It's just the two of us on this mission, as I'm the only person he says he can trust, even though I met him like twice ever a week ago. But his reasoning is that since I'm from a different side of the world than him, I can't be any conspiracies against him. That's where he's wrong. I mean, yes, no conspiracies. Seems like the Twilight Emissaries are recruiting whoever knocks at their doors, so that's exactly what we're doing. He's playing dumb, but I lay it on thick. Yeah, holy fire, Final Dawns, I fucking love cool shit, man, let's get it running. Now that we're on the same page, it turns out that there's some tests that they make us go through, and sure, fine by me. But there's a penalty for failing them, you know, not quite as fun, but I'm still up for it. He gives us a location, and our foot is now in the door. I meet Prince Itzla at their hideout, and he lets me in on his super secret undercover name. Itzlan? Bro, you for real want to get caught by this cult so damn bad, don't you? We're kind of surprised at how organized and established this cult is, but we were kind of under the assumption that this was like a glorified book club and not really like a for real actual thing. After enough loitering, our number gets called, so it's time to take some tests in this giant spooky tower. Test number 1, simple objective. Get the passphrase. Chest number 1 is protected by a directional lock, chest number 2 is protected by a letter lock, and chest number 3 is protected by a locked door. Man, these Twilight Emissaries really got this shit on lock, huh? The first thing I think of is, of course, to steal from the person nearest to me, which yields us our key to chest number 3, which holds a Snooze Fest book. So, R-A-N-I. Chest number 2 contains yet another Snooze Fest book, bro, this time in the form of a poetry. I can see why we thought these guys were in a book club. And wouldn't you know, the foreign words in the poem translate directly to the cardinal directions to plug into chest number 1. We get our password just like that, and it's on to the second trial. This first one got the brain working a little bit. I'm kinda excited to see what they got in store for us, and oh shit, we're getting jumped! Thankfully, my muscles are still just as hulking and glistening as before, so we survived the assault, and that just so happens to be trial number 2 done. Did many people pass that one? I mean, I'm wearing like millions of GP worth of gear. Could you imagine you pull up on some small folk here, bro? What are they gonna do, hit a 1 on you? Next trial. Seems like we need to sniff out some traitorous behavior in these other recruits to determine which of these 4 are pretender cultists and which aren't. We interrogate them, and after talking to each of them, I think I got it all figured out.
She wasn't it?
I mean, of course she wasn't the right one. I'm just making sure you're on your toes. I mean, an exam is only as good as its proctors, right? Okay, but for real though, I've done another round of questioning. Is this guy right here for sure? Oh man, you can't let any false accusations slip past this guy. Oh, they should really promote you, huh?
Itzla, who the fuck is it?
First try, baby, next trial, here we go. The final, most important lesson these trials are supposed to impress upon you is that if you want to join a cult, you have to be ready, willing, and able to kill your friends in single combat, so that's exactly what we're doing. Prince Itzla gets an effort, but for one last time, I'll reference the muscles. Sit, pussy. Time to finish the job. Oh, And I misclicked out of the dialogue box. Guess we'll never know why he got spared. I was totally gonna do it though. To finalize our initiation of the cult, we have to listen to the craziest yap session on this side of Gielinor, which boils down to, we're evil, God is good, God is great. Gods have been reborn before us in the form of 2 of Isla's friends, advisors, and secretaries. Seems to me like the breadcrumbs are laid out a little too nicely, and I'm smelling this trap from a mile away. But there's holes in their plan that we want the intel to fill, so we're going deeper, trap or no. Seems like the cult's plans for its new recruits is to send us down to the mines to clear some troublesome rubble blocking them off from a huge undiscovered ruin. But I of course gotta do all the mining because delicate Prince Isla's calling wasn't mining. Clearly combat wasn't either given that performance over here. Oh, he didn't like that one. A couple whacks and the frost ghosts here show that they're not too keen on us breaking into their house. The classic debacle, the old chasm separating Itzla and I, means that I'm going to be exploring this ice cave on my own. Thankfully, I'm quite adept at exploring it, so it shouldn't be too... Fuck.
A lever? Let's pull it. What's the worst that could happen?
3 more of those bad boys and we unlock a door. Seems that Itzla made his way here quicker than me, and he's just as lost as I am. I'm sure a little rummaging around this ancient holy site won't hurt anybody. Good thing I did, because it just so happens that I found a piece that's the perfect size to fit into these here elemental statues. Once I slot these icons into the right elemental statues, now I need to figure out which order to activate them in. Good thing that the ancient Varlamorian's language had all of the elements and numbers share the same translation, so it's just a 1, 2, 3, 4. And lucky for me, 4 is the only number I know how to count up to, so we're big chillin'. Time to see what's at the heart of this temple, and oh my god! It's a empty room. Oh shit! It's this thing. It's all about business with this guy, and it seems like it has some history with humans, and the vibes are telling me maybe it's not the best. We get a little intel in that the place the cultists are looking for is an archive within the rainforest. I guess we know where we're going next, and oh shit, it's well, I guess he got his wish because his ass captured as hell by this cult, and Mr. Sun God Reborn here wants a little action, so step right up, let's see how it goes. Turns out they don't want the smoke, but this Nalga sure does. If you don't know the reason I beat this boss, then you haven't been paying attention. 1 banishment from the temple later, and now we're here. I guess I better tell someone about this absolute blunder that Itzla just pulled. And thankfully it's his dad I get to tell, because Gothics know I didn't want to face the mother's fire after that last time. That's that. Quest complete. And I don't know, it kind of feels like we lost in that one. Bad guys want us 0, but hey, I'll still take that XP reward. Then that's it. We're done. That's all the quests, I'm all caught up. Quest gate back. Varlamore part 2 has been great, and I still have a lot left to explore, but I've taken long enough getting this far. The quest for the quick part. That said, I'm looking forward to part 3 so much, because this quest line, all these quests honestly have just been super great. I really enjoyed all of them, and I really hope the finale for this quest line is a Grandmaster quest, because while these quests were good, they were definitely on the easier side. And this is where we're ending off. Episode's over. I hope it was worth the wait. I really enjoyed this one. And if you go glaze me down in the comment sections, maybe I'll make another one, in the next year. That's gonna be it. Bye!